If you build it, they will come.
We're to put back to space dock immediately, to be decommissioned.
If I were human, I believe my response would be, go to hell.
My God, Bones, what have I done?
Our captain's crew consists of Richard Taylor, who designed the original movie Enterprise Starship back in 1978 for Star Trek the Motion Picture, and the peerless Jim Dow, who engineered and built her, both working closely with Gene Roddenberry and my good friend Paul Olson, who masterfully executed her original amazing pearlescent paint detail that cloaked her in a sparkling ball gown to knock the spots off of anything in the galaxy. I joined the Project Enterprise team to be part of the voyage, to connect with our dedicated fans and new fans, discovering the power and the beauty of the magnificent Starship Enterprise. We've been working hard at it for over 2 years, and we are now ready for launch. Here's our friend Bob Hite to introduce Paul to tell you all about it.
Thank you, Nichelle. I met Paul back in 2003 when I was covering the Super Bowl in San Diego, and we've been fast friends ever since. Paul, how did Project Enterprise ever come about?
Hi, Bob. I was asked to speak at the huge Destination Star Trek London in late 2012, and I was so moved by the experience of speaking to thousands of lovely, interesting fans from all over the world that I decided to write a book about my contribution to Star Trek entitled Creating the Enterprise. And here it is. As a result of writing the book, I flew to LA, I currently live in the UK, to meet up with Richard and Jim, who I hadn't seen for 32 years. We wondered what happened to our model, and I said I would do some digging. I found out our resprayed and damaged Enterprise was sold off by Paramount in 2006 at Christie's in New York to a private party, leaving Star Trek bereft of its most powerful, iconic movie symbol, which is really ridiculous in the scheme of things.
So what happened next?
Boyd Crompton, a well-known modeler in San Antonio, contacted me and said, "Paul, why don't you guys build a new Enterprise?" Boyd's suggestion started the ball rolling, really, and quite by chance, I met Nichelle at the 2014 Destination Star Trek London. She asked what I was doing, and I said I was thinking about getting the team back together to rebuild a Starship Enterprise, but it was such a daunting task, I really didn't know where to start. Nichelle smiled, looked me straight in the eyes, grabbed my arm, and said, "Paul, I'll unveil it." Well, Bob, that did it. Nichelle changed the game with those 4 words. Thanks to Nichelle, after more than 2 years of hard work, all my savings and contributions from fans, we are now ready to launch.
Now this is bound to be mighty costly. How are you going to finance it?
To kit out premises and start the actual build, we need $600K. That buys us enough time to make good progress on the build whilst we negotiate a distribution deal for the feature documentary, which will complete our funding. Netflix is the ideal candidate, and our budget is right in their sweet spot. We are offering only one company to become our lead sponsor, with all the perks Catherine outlined that come with it, for that initial funding to launch the project. This is a once-in-a-lifetime golden PR opportunity that will never come again.
And Nichelle?
Ah, Nichelle, the beautiful and engaging face of Project Enterprise, and we are so lucky to have her with us. She will also become our sponsor celebrity for Project Enterprise and be available for them to feature in all their PR and advertising. This will be a gold mine rich in pickings for any ad agency. They will be able to knock one hit after another out of the park with their ads featuring the much-loved Nichelle and the Enterprise. Plus, she will unveil the Starship Enterprise in Hollywood for the world. It's customary for women to launch ships, and who better to launch the Starship Enterprise than Nichelle? Well, Bob, there is no one else on the planet. Slam dunk.
People will come. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.